There are times in life when everything feels like it's falling apart. Exhaustion weighs on the body, the mind is overwhelmed with worries, and the heart carries a pain that seems unending. In those moments, have you ever wondered if there is something that can truly bring peace to a weary soul? The answer may lie in words written centuries ago, words that still hold power today. There is a psalm that doesn't just offer hope, but carries a transformative promise, a song that has echoed through generations, bringing comfort to those enduring hardship. Anyone who has experienced its power knows it is more than just poetic verses. It is an invitation to step out of fear, uncertainty, and pain. It reminds us that no storm lasts forever and that light always returns to guide those who trust. Today, we will dive deep into the meaning of this psalm and explore how it can be applied to your life. But first, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever felt like all was lost? Have you ever faced moments when finding a way out seemed impossible? If so, then this message is for you. This psalm calls to those who long to rise again. It speaks directly to the hearts that have endured long nights, deep pain, and moments of weakness. It is also a declaration of victory for those seeking healing, renewal, and the strength to keep going. Before we move forward, I invite you to engage with this message. If these words resonate with you, comment below. I receive the renewal this psalm brings to my life. Also, share this with someone who needs encouragement today. Now, take a deep breath and prepare your heart. Let's explore this psalm together and discover its incredible power. What sustains a person during the most difficult times, when everything seems uncertain and fear feels inescapable? What gives someone the strength to persevere? The answer has accompanied humanity for generations. Faith. It is the foundation that keeps those who have lost almost everything standing. It is the unseen thread that connects a weary heart to a hope that cannot be shaken. Throughout history, faith has been a force driving great transformations during crises, wars, and sickness. It has been the anchor that keeps humanity from being consumed by despair. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered a speech that became a turning point in the fight for civil rights in the United States. He declared, "With faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood." His words stirred hearts because faith is not just an abstract idea. It is a force capable of lighting the way for those who choose to believe in the impossible. If this content is touching your heart and bringing value to your life, please leave a like and subscribe. Your support makes all the difference in helping us continue sharing messages of faith and transformation. Now let's continue this journey together. Science has also studied this subject and discovered something remarkable. Those who embrace faith and spiritual practices tend to cope better with emotional and physical challenges. A 2014 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association revealed that individuals who engage in prayer or meditation experience lower stress levels and greater emotional well-being when facing difficulties. This brings us to an important truth. Faith has the power to heal, not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually, restoring those who feel lost and weary. The psalm we are examining today is not just a beautiful text or a simple prayer. It is a message meant for those in need of renewal. When David wrote this song, he was not living in comfort. He was not surrounded by riches or enjoying peaceful days. He penned these words after enduring trials, experiencing loss, and facing uncertainty. Imagine what it must have felt like to go through immense hardship, to be pursued by enemies, and yet still stand firm. David found his strength in God. He realized that even if sorrow lasts through the night, joy comes in the morning. This message has resonated for generations. In 2005, after a devastating hurricane struck the United States, thousands lost their homes and loved ones. Hurricane Katrina left behind immense destruction. Amid the chaos, a group of survivors gathered to pray. They had lost everything, yet they clung to one certainty: hope could not be taken from them. Years later, many of them testified that faith was what gave them the strength to rebuild. That same hope is available to all who believe. Maybe you are facing discouragement. Perhaps life's struggles have worn down your faith. But today, this message serves as a reminder that faith never truly disappears. It can always be reignited. If you are in the middle of a battle, now is the time to strengthen your heart. God never promised a life free of challenges, but He did promise to stand with those who trust Him. Psalm 30 speaks of a God who rescues, who never abandons, and who restores at the appointed time. No matter what has happened, your story is not over. There is a new beginning for those who cling to the promise that God is faithful. Now I invite you to reflect. What in your life needs restoration? What area of your heart longs for renewal? Take a deep breath and absorb these words. Let hope fill your spirit. The way we perceive life can transform the way we face difficulties. When we choose gratitude, our mindset shifts. Our hearts grow stronger, and our faith deepens. But can gratitude truly change a life? In 1928, a psychologist named Emmons conducted a study that explored this idea. He asked participants to write down 3 things they were grateful for each day. Within weeks, the results were astounding. Those who practiced gratitude experienced improved moods, reduced stress, and greater resilience in tough times. This study confirmed that gratitude is not just a nice idea, it is a powerful foundation for emotional and spiritual health. Now, think about your own life. How often do you focus on what is missing rather than on what you have? It is human nature to dwell on struggles, but there is power in shifting our focus. Psalm 30 reflects this principle. David did not write these words from a place of ease. He had endured hardships, battles, and betrayals. Yet he chose to praise God, recognizing that joy returns to those who remain steadfast. Praise is more than singing. It is acknowledging God's greatness, no matter the circumstances. Throughout the Bible, praise precedes miracles. A striking example is found in Acts, where Paul and Silas, unjustly imprisoned, chose to worship instead of despair. As they sang, an earthquake shook the prison, opening the doors to their freedom. This reveals a deep spiritual truth. Praise has the power to break chains, open paths, and bring liberation. Does this still apply today? Absolutely. Throughout history, people have found strength in worship during wars, crises, and personal struggles. Even science supports this. Studies from Duke University show that worship positively affects the brain, enhancing emotional resilience and well-being. Those who engage in praise not only deepen their faith, but also strengthen their inner peace. So, here's an invitation. Have you acknowledged the blessings you've received? Have you chosen to praise even in difficult seasons? Psalm 30 reminds us that God turns mourning into joy and restores what seems lost. The night may be long, but the morning will bring new beginnings. Gratitude unlocks doors, praise strengthens the soul, and those who trust will witness God's faithfulness. Life is full of seasons, some joyful, some painful. No one is exempt from challenges. The key question is, how do we navigate suffering without being consumed by despair? History shows that those who transform pain into purpose find meaning even in adversity. Overcoming doesn't mean ignoring hardships, but developing the strength to move forward despite them. Psalm 30 declares that sorrow is temporary, but joy is inevitable. No hardship is permanent. God has the power to bring restoration. If this message has touched you, take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue sharing life-changing messages. If you want to deepen your faith journey, Watch the next video on your screen. May these words strengthen your spirit. God bless you abundantly. See you soon.